Have you ever wondered why two businesses in the same industry perform so differently, even when the smaller one is working twice as hard? What the bigger ones say in interviews and what they actually do are two completely different things. And I figured something out. Something so simple it almost made me angry when I finally saw it. The people at the top are not smarter than you. They are not luckier than you. They did not just work harder. They just chose the right industry. And the industry you choose will determine your financial ceiling more than your degree, your hustle, or your connections ever will. I went through history. I looked at every major fortune ever built, and what I found kept repeating itself over and over again. The same three industries, different eras, different names, same result. Generational wealth. And here is what made me want to make this video. All three of those industries are still running right now, today, and there is still room to get in. Let me show you exactly what I found. Energy, the industry that has never stopped printing billionaires. Think about this for a second. In 1870, a man called John D. Rockefeller started buying oil refineries in Ohio. Not oil wells, refineries, the places where oil gets processed before it goes anywhere. Within 10 years, he controlled 90% of all oil refining in the United States. Not because he found the most oil, because he controlled what happened to it after it was found. That's the thing nobody talks about when they tell the Rockefeller story. The real money was never in the ground, it was in the pipes that moved what came out of the ground. And here is where I want you to really pay attention. Right now, today, the world is switching from oil to clean energy. Solar farms, wind turbines, electric grids, battery storage. The infrastructure for all of this is still being built. So if your uncle works in clean energy infrastructure, call him this weekend. The pipes of the new energy economy do not fully exist yet, and the people building them right now are going to look like Rockefeller in 30 years. One more thing about this industry that I haven't seen anyone talk about openly. The clean energy transition is being funded by governments and corporations to the tune of trillions of dollars worldwide. That money has to go somewhere. It's going to the people already inside this space. Now, if you want to actually position yourself inside this industry, here's the honest breakdown of how people get in. Electrical engineering, petroleum engineering, or environmental science. But if college is not your route right now, and honestly, for this industry, it does not have to be, get certified in solar energy systems, learn energy project management, or get into commodity and energy trading. All three of these can be learned online, and all three are in serious demand right now. Finance, the industry that every other industry answers to. Here's something that took me a while to fully understand. Every business that has ever existed has needed money to operate. Every government that has ever existed needed money to function. So the people who control the movement of money, not the spending of it, the actual movement of it, have always been in a position that nobody else can touch. The Rothschilds understood this in the 1700s. They didn't build factories, they didn't drill for oil. They set up banking houses across Europe and made themselves the people that kings and governments came to when they needed funding. And then they collected a percentage of everything. So here's a tip. Go find the most boring person you know who works in a hedge fund, take them to lunch, and ask good questions. Here's the thing that hit me hardest when I was researching this. Most people think of finance as a job, a salary, a career. The people who built fortunes in this industry thought of it as a system, a machine, something that earns while you sleep, while you eat, while you're doing literally anything else. Every loan they gave out was earning interest every single day, whether they were in the office or not. Now here's something that is happening right now that most people are sleeping on. Traditional banking and crypto finance are colliding right now. And the people who understand both worlds, who can move between old money systems and new blockchain systems, are being paid obscene amounts of money because almost nobody can do both yet. That gap will not last forever. So what does the door actually look like for someone starting from where most people are right now? Economics, mathematics, accounting. Now here's where it gets interesting for people who are not taking the degree route. Financial modeling and valuation, blockchain and crypto development, and data analysis for financial markets. A person who can do all three right now is more valuable than someone with a finance degree who cannot do any of them right now. Technology and data, the one that is happening right now and most people are still sleeping. Let me tell you something about every app on your phone, every free platform you use, every search you make, every video you watch. None of it is actually free. You're paying with something more valuable than money. You're paying with your behavior, your patterns, your preferences, your attention. And the companies collecting that information, Google, Meta, Amazon, are worth more than most countries on Earth. Here's what that tells me. Data is the most valuable resource on the planet right now, more valuable than oil, more valuable than gold. And the people who know how to collect it, interpret it, and use it to make decisions are the new Rockefellers. But here's the part that actually keeps me up at night when I think about it. We're still in the very early stages of AI. The people building these systems right now are not the finished product. They're the foundation, the infrastructure. I actually debated whether to include this next part, but the whole point of this channel is to say what other people are scared to say. So here it is. Right now, the gap between how many AI engineers the world needs and how many actually exist is so enormous that companies are paying entry-level people salaries that would have seemed impossible 5 years ago. This window is open right now. It will not stay open forever. And before I move on, I have to tell you exactly how to get into this, because the window is genuinely closing. The degrees that put you directly inside this world are computer science, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. And this is the part that I think is the most important thing in this entire video. Python programming, which is the main language of AI and data science, machine learning, which you can genuinely learn for free on Google and Coursera right now, and cloud computing, which every company on Earth needs people to manage. 6 months of serious focus on any one of those 3 skills puts you ahead of the majority of people applying for these roles today. Go get yourself a tech bro friend now, you never know. So, here's what I want to leave you with. 3 industries, all still open, all still producing the kind of wealth that most people only read about. Energy, where the infrastructure of clean power is still being built, and the people getting in now will be the names people talk about in 50 years. Finance, where understanding how money actually moves is a superpower that almost nobody develops. And technology and data, where the single most in-demand skill set on Earth right now can be learned for free if you're willing to put in the hours. The difference between the businesses that win and the ones that disappear has never been just hard work. It's always been positioning. Rockefeller knew which industry to be in. The Rothschilds knew which system to control. JP Morgan knew which moment in history he was living in. You now know what they knew. The only question left is what you do with it. Tell me in the comments which industry you're going into. I want to see who was paying attention. Subscribe to Sealed Records. The information that changes your life is usually the information nobody wanted you to find. Good luck, bro.